Dumbo and Pluto and Donald Duck and all the other characters are from the Walt Disney costumes created by for John Harris's Ice Capades, which is on tour with Peter Pan right now around the United States. In the distance comes the floats. That's Cinderella riding in a golden coach, pulled by two ponies, with a doorman and a driver, and Prince Charming on a white horse carrying Cinderella's glass slipper, and
there's Snow White, and she's sitting there with the 7 dwarfs.
Oh, yes, and listen to the kids in the crowd here, all specially invited for an all-free party on Walt Disney. Now here comes the Frontierland, and of course, who would be up near the front but Davy Crockett?
Old Faz Parker, he's the beard and all.
And the Davy Crockett Mounted Scouts. Buddy Ebsen's there, too. Annie Oakley, the hostess girl for the Carnation Ice Cream Pavilion here on Main Street, is riding with them. The Conestoga coaches and wagons have Governor Frank Clement of Tennessee riding aboard. Aye. And there's Annie Oakley coming up now.
Stagecoach back there.
And the buckboard stagecoach is Gail Storm and Danny Thomas and his family. He's a popular fellow with all the crowd.
Look at all those kids. The Minutemen, they're back there.
Yeah.
Here come the Indians. Here's the Indians, Steve
yeah.
Firewater on his horse Firewater.
Yeah. This is a real all-star parade of characters, all of whom will be seen in later episodes of our introduction to Disneyland.
Here come a bunch of square dancers dancing on a little thing drawn by horses.
Yes, and they're actually calling square dances up there. The Boy Scouts of America, the Orange Empire Council, helped out in the Indian group, by the way. Right behind the square dancing is a very small group, but representing a very important group, Adventureland. Well, I guess we got more parade than we can handle today. Bob Cummings, you better take it away wherever you are.
Yes, sir. Okay, Art Linkletter, thank you very much. You did a wonderful job there describing that. I'm at the head of the parade now, ladies and gentlemen, and my job here is to more or less give you an orientation process, because I am standing at about the center of this giant 160-acre of Disneyland. Now, if you can visualize where I'm standing, the parade is coming directly to my back towards your camera. Off to your left is the fabulous Tomorrowland. Directly behind you is Fantasyland, which you will all see very soon. Directly to your right is Frontierland and the Old West. And directly to your right and slightly forward is Adventureland. Now, of course, all the segments of this wonderful parade and their casts are now breaking up, and they're going to the various sections of Disneyland. Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Adventureland, and Frontierland, as I told you. Standing here has been one of the most exciting moments of my life. I think, ladies and gentlemen, that anyone who's been here today will say, as the people did many years ago when they were at the opening of the Eiffel Tower, I was there. I'm very proud to say I was at the opening of Disneyland. It's a fabulous thing to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is one of the greatest parades, man-made parades, I've ever seen. Walt Disney has done one of the most fabulous jobs of gathering together talent and workmen.
In just 1 minute, we will start our exciting trip to Frontierland, the Old West, and Davy Crockett.
Before you enter this realm, I'd like to read this dedication, which will be inscribed on a plaque. Frontierland. It is here that we experience the story of our country's past. The color, romance, and drama of frontier America as it developed from wilderness trails to roads, riverboats, railroads, and civilization. A tribute to the faith, courage, and ingenuity of our hardy pioneers who blazed the trails and made this progress possible.
And this is Frontierland. Inside this stockade, Walt Disney has created a frontier village that could have been carved out of the wilderness 100 years ago by the pioneers themselves. The flag flying over the stockade has 13 stars commemorating America's first period of independence. And that volley signals the arrival of a wagon train with the first visitors to travel through the gates of time and into our very historic past. And now, inside Frontierland to Art Linkletter.
Well, here they come into Frontierland. Conestoga wagons, riders and all, off the big Main Street parade. They're going on into the stagecoach country. Yes, sir, there's little Annie Oakley, and there are the special horses, 5/8 size, bred by Walt Disney. And Danny Thomas, the cameras are in the other direction, Danny. There they go. And kids, there goes a Wells Fargo type stagecoach with Gail Storm and her kids inside. And what do you think of this, Robert?
Great.
Uh-huh. Looking for anything special?
Davy Crockett.
Well, Davy Crockett ought to be around here someplace. In the meantime, let's take a little look around. Over here where the little burros and horses are, and down there's the Davy Crockett Museum. What do you think of that, Sharon?
Oh, it's fine, but where's Davy Crockett?
Where's Davy Crockett? Well, he's out someplace where the Indians are. Down there's the Frontier Trading Post. Isn't that exciting, Robert?
Yeah, it sure is, but I still don't know where Davy Crockett is.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to give you this gun, Robert. You point it up in the air, and when you fire it, that'll bring Davy Crockett. Another one. There it goes. Now, everybody look over in that direction. I think we're going to see Davy Crockett very shortly. Keep your eyes on those hills.
Davy Crockett, the buckskin buccaneer. Born on the mountaintop in Tennessee, greatest state in the land of the free. Raised in the woods, so he knew every tree. Killed him a bar when he was only 3.
There he comes.
There
comes Davy.
King of the wild frontier. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. King of the wild frontier.
Please. Hi, Davy. And Russell, too. Come on over here, fellas. You're a little late getting in. Must have been some trouble on the trail someplace.
Well,
Hi,
we've
it's
been
fast.
here-
What happened?
We'd have been here sooner, but we took a shortcut through the painted desert.
Yeah, there was too much paint, too. War paint.
Indians?
Them redskins was just itching to lift our scalps.
Well, what did you do?
Well, I got out old Betsy, but before I could draw a bead on the chief, Georgia here spilled his canteen on my gunpowder.
Yeah, then when I grabbed for my tomahawk, dang that the head didn't come right off in my hand. So there we was, no dry gunpowder, no tomahawk, and all the time them redskins was creeping closer and closer, and their hot breath was breathing down the backs of our necks.
Oh, you were a goner, Davy. What'd you do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We just let those Indians breathe away till their hot breath dried out that gunpowder, and then old Betsy took over.
Oh, what a
Good old
story.
I've sure been a goner without her.
Tell another story, Davy.